What's up with all this blood?
Dude cut himself earlier.
Deliberately?
No.
Or he got cut?
He put his knife to cut somebody else and ended up cutting himself.
So he tried to stab someone and cut himself. Interesting.
Yeah. Cops there.
Where's the cops? I don't know. Oh, where's the cleanup teams? I don't want to see blood on the sidewalk.
All right, where's the love?
So that's the guy 2 days ago, the homeless guy who attempted to stab another homeless guy. You lunged at someone with a knife and ended up stabbing yourself.
That's what they told me. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. When I open my eye, that's what I see my hand, and somebody told me.
Now, how long were you in the hospital for?
About a couple hours.
Couple hours. And did the police talk to you at all?
No. I couldn't help myself.
So it's 2 days later after the attempted stabbing. He was released from the hospital within hours. He said he briefly spoke to the police, but then that was just the end of it. He's now back on the streets. And by the way, he has a knife on him. Now, I want to talk to you about violent crime in Portland. We've actually seen a decrease over the last couple of years, specifically an 18% drop in aggravated assaults in the first half of 2025. So that's good. One thing to consider though is just because you see a drop in crime doesn't mean there's an actual drop in crime. It could mean that there's just an actual drop in reporting crime. I just talked to this homeless guy and he agrees. Haven't you seen like a lot of random acts of violence on the streets?
Yeah.
So even though statistics show that crime is down, I think what's also down is the reporting of crime.
That's probably a big part of it.
Because the fact is, I still see it every day, and so do you. So, I mean, that's something I don't think people are aware of, is that when you see a drop in crime, that doesn't necessarily mean there's an actual drop. That could just mean there's a drop in actual reporting of the crime.
Yeah, people are just handling it themselves nowadays.
One shocking statistic is about, on average, 40 to 50% of all police calls the last 5 years are homeless related, okay? That's a key statistic. And it just shows how tied up they are working with the homeless, because honestly, the social service system, I don't think is doing enough. And so the police are just kind of stuck out there really being like social workers with guns. So anyway, this is just a typical sad, violent event in the streets of Portland, something I see really almost every day, but it's important to report on it to raise awareness of just how bad it still really is out there.